Hello. Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, January's almost over, guys. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Oh gosh. But in case you didn't know, January's almost over. All right, I just had to get myself shared out there a little bit. It is Vintage Wednesday, which anything that is vintage is always fun, right? And I watched the very beginning of Anne this morning because I was helping Heidi share things around. And that's the last thing I've seen. Thank you, Heidi. I have been chasing my tail all day, it feels like. You guys have days like that? You know what I mean. We are supposed to have 10 to 13 inches of snow here in Kansas. And I realized, I mean, we have plenty of food, but I did realize that we only had like 3 pieces of bread. So I ran and got some produce and some bread and some beer because my husband informed me that it would be nice. It's not a necessity, but it would be nice. So I took pity on him and got him some beer. Okay. Whew. You know how it is when you're running. You feel like it's hard to stop, I guess. It's hard to stop that adrenaline from pumping. Okay, I am excited to share some things I've been playing with. And like I said, I haven't watched all of them. Hey there. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Crafting and Cruising. Let me look here. How come I don't? Yeah, I'm following you. I'm following you. Just making sure. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and swap the cameras here. Hey, Lori, how are you? Get that switched around. There we go. And then I'm going to, I should have flipped this before I made it big. There we go. So you're right side up. Why is it so dark? Doesn't it seem dark? You know, I usually have this glass mat here, but I have this mixed media Tim Holtz mat that fits, and it fits over the top of it, and it's nice. I like it. Hey, Pam. How's everybody doing? Lisa, hi. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I would love to be crafting and cruising right now. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so in the Show Belle group, we started this last Tuesday, and then I worked on it again yesterday. And this is just a vintage simplicity pattern that I made into a little journal. It's not done. I just, let's see who, the Paper Terrace. That's who I saw. Hey, Lisa. The Paper Terrace is who I saw doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to try that. So I've just been working in it slowly. I got a little pocket here, and then I have, this is from the instructions of the pattern, and it is just a little card. Actually, I think I got this from Heidi, this card catalog card. And where's my, yeah. And then we took some of the pattern and I put it on wax paper and did the ironing thing because I'd never done that before. Hey, Lori. And we put a cluster on there, and I just need to do like some smudging on here to make it to where it can be a journal card. But I just didn't want it to be plain white. So I am going to start another one. This is another one. And this is the pattern from it. Not that that matters. Like, you don't have to keep it You don't have to keep it, the pattern part, together. But I thought I would start another one. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, with the stuff I have here, I might go ahead and work in this one. I just told my girls I was only going to work on it in the group. And it's hard for me to do that, honestly, because I like to, if I know myself, if I don't start and finish, then there's a whole bin of you know, stuff over there that's not been finished, that's not complete. Hello YouTubers, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you guys. So I want to show you guys this because I think this is absolutely adorable. And I brought, okay, so this, do you guys remember this kind of thing? This is a wrap skirt. Do you remember wrap skirts? I feel like I had many wrap skirts as a child where you'd put this through like midway through here and then, you know, bring it back around and all of that. Anyway, so this has been embroidered. This was in a lot from an auction and I just love it. A lot of times I go through and I don't keep, oh, thanks, Ruth. Hey, Pam. If you missed it, the Paper Terrace on YouTube. I was just on YouTube. I think I do follow her, but she was doing it, and that's where I got the idea. I feel like this is so dark. Maybe I accidentally turned that down. Okay. So I will eventually probably do something more with this, but I had been scanning in my linens. Like if you did the Crafted to Create thing with Royce or followed me for any amount of time, this fabric right here is one of my favorites. It's an old curtain. I got it from Cheryl, and I scanned a bunch of it in with a bunch of doilies and stuff like that to use in that journal. Yes, Lisa. Yes. So that was the first time I did it. And then today I thought this goes really well with this whole era of thing. What did I say? I know I found the date on here somewhere. I want to say, oh, here it is, 1973. So I felt like that went really well with that. And while I was doing it, I thought I would do some other things. So this is actually a christening gown. This I scanned in and then edited it a little bit. This I just put in there and pressed copy. Same with this. This is a, oh my gosh, not a camisole, but from the old days, one of those. This is like a vintage dress. The one thing I noticed, and it did it on this one too, is these, can you guys see the kind of blurry? There's like a blurry spot where the fabric is, you know, not flat up against there. So if that kind of thing bothers you, you would definitely want it to be flat. And I love this little, what is it about vintage children's clothes? It's the fabric. I know what it is. I love it. But is that not adorable? That cute little shirt. So I scanned it in as well. So anyway, that is part of what I think I'm going to do here. And I do believe I will go ahead and work in the one I'm already working on. I hope my club girls don't hate me for that. Don't hate me, Pam. I see Pam. I see Jeanette. I see Lori. Some of my gals are in here. So, and Heidi's in there. Heidi's in there for support. So I'm thinking, I did it like this because I was thinking I was going to do a new signature. But for this, I think I might just make it a pocket. Might make it a pocket. So this era is not normally what I do when it comes to the idea of vintage. However, I believe it does count as vintage. I think I'm going to go, I'm going to go across here. Gosh, I think that is so cute. I like it. But I do, it's funny because the things I'm drawn to as far as textiles and stuff like that are not just the old, like early 1900s stuff or late 1800s. Thanks, Pam. You were 8. Ancient. No, you're not ancient, Laura. You're vintage. You're vintage. So I was 3 years old in 1973. But it is the this is the era that just, oh, it just captures my heart, you know? I mean, you get old and you get sentimental, right? Hey, Diana, how are you? It's been a minute, friend. So I am going to do a little thumb notch here, and I'm just putting this paper behind it because sometimes this, when it's just copy paper, it is just not quite thick enough to get a good cut. Oh, and you guys, look what I have on. I don't see Linda on here yet, but yet I'm assuming, I guess. See my pants? This is the curtain. This is the vintage curtain that I put a side panel of it in my Mr. Green jean pants. Pam, isn't that funny? You know, I don't have any thing about age. You know what I mean? Oh, Diana, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's hard. I think that, like, I have people in my life that, I mean, you just don't think about age. And I don't, people say, you know, at a certain point, but honestly, when I was in my 20s, I had friends that were 60, you know? And some of my really good friends are a good 10 or 15 years younger than me, 10 or 15 years older than me. It just doesn't matter. And when you're online like this, you make these connections. It's not like you can see people's faces. Well, you guys can see my face, but you know what I'm saying. And you make the connection regardless of any of those things. Like age. Okay, these have got to go. So I think I'm going to fussy cut this butterfly. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And my mom made all my clothes when I was young, and so I think that's part of the nostalgia for me is just, oh gosh, I should find the picture of me in my pantsuit. I totally had a pantsuit, and it was my kindergarten class picture. Let me tell you, I am rocking that pantsuit. And it was this light denim color, and I want to say that the embroidery and stuff that she did on it, this just reminds me of that. And I don't know, it probably is partially my age when I start to thinking about this stuff, because I mean, my sister and I are the only two people on the planet that have those memories. You know what I mean? If we're being 100%, nobody other than her and I understand how Marvel embroidered all of our clothes and made all of our clothes and ironed everything under the sun. Because that's what you did back then. And when we were young, like, I don't know, in the 80s and 90s, my mom would always say, like, anything, you need to iron that. And we were like, what? Iron what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So I am going to guess, I haven't watched, I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to watch, but I'm going to guess that everybody else's vintage has been more of the lace variety. I think I am going to take one of my patterns is, where is it? There it is. It's blue. The pattern that came with this is, the writing on it is blue. And I kind of like that. Yes, gauchos, yes. Yeah, I definitely am at that place in my life, I think. I'm gonna kind of, I mean, this butterfly is out here buzzing around. Maybe we need a little something right here, like a cloud, maybe? I don't know. We do what we feel. We do what we feel. And I certainly never felt like ironing clothes. My mom still irons. It's relaxing to her. And when I'm ironing stuff to sew, I do like how it feels to put something wrinkly and have it come out nice and crisp. I can't lie. Okay, let's see. On patterns. We were talking about this in the group too. Yes. Wow, you would be killing it today, right, Lori? That's Poncho's best purses. Oh, I still have it actually, a matching poncho and purse with the granny squares. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I love it. What was I saying what was I starting to say? Dadgummit. I'm sure it was extremely important. Gosh, that's going to irritate me. I can't remember. I'm sure I'll think of it. Well, I was thinking that perhaps the dotted line from this pattern could be the path of this little butterfly, right? Do, 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 do. You suppose there's a curved line, a curved dotted line on this pattern? Heck yeah, there is. Thanks. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, if this little wraparound skirt that came off of, if this was in a 2X, I'd be rocking it. Not even gonna lie, friends. Not even gonna lie. And these old like, oh, I know what I was gonna say. I remember now. So, like these pants that I'm wearing that I made, I've never sewn from a pattern. I remember as a kid in middle school, I believe we had to do something from a pattern. But, well, that's been over 40 years ago and I don't remember. So sewing from a pattern makes me nervous. Like I haven't done it yet. Everything I've done, I've just kind of made my own pattern or done as I want. And so the idea of going from a pattern kind of scares me. So kind of the opposite of people that learned from patterns. That's what we were talking about in the group. Because my mom was saying when I was telling her this tote bag I made for my daughter, and then I made a diaper bag here recently, she was like, I just don't think I could do that. And I'm like, what? She worked as a seamstress through college. So yeah, she could. But she's like, no, not having a pattern makes me nervous. Maybe, Lori, you know, I don't, yeah, maybe that's part of the fear. But just like my little quilting journey that I'm on, and oh my gosh, it's so funny, you guys. I want to learn the right way, quote unquote, right way, before I take it and put my spin on it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because I have in my head the things I want to quilt, but they are definitely not traditional. But yeah, at this last meeting, they are definitely the kind of quilters that you hear about, that people call the quilting police. I know they don't see themselves that way because they make comments about it, but also they'll say things like, we are not crafters. And I just laugh because I'm like, oh, I'm a crafter. And she was like, oh my Lord, you cut up quilts? I was like, well, yeah, ones that are getting ready to go to the trash. People don't want, I surely do. So this this looks like a big blob because I didn't kind of carry on with that. So I need to figure out something that. Right. When I did these pants that I have on, I used freezer paper to draw what I thought would be right. And that kind of opened up my eyes a little bit as to like the process, how you would do something like that. So I'm thinking, I really think I need like a sun. Like a sun. Since I did that to the top there. So I don't think I have anything yellow. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure I do, but I'm really trying to, oh, I bet I have a yellow. I do. Like, I'm really trying to stick. Hey, Lisa. Oh, how are you? I miss you. Since I didn't get to do the Christ and crafting, I miss you, friend. I do. Oh boy, Charlie's out there and she is lonely. So a couple different colors of yellow there. I think I kind of like this one a little bit better. I think maybe just the size of it. Let's see. I'm not sure. Scissors. Aw. Yeah. I was thinking about you the other day too. And earlier today on my errands, on my playlist, that blessing song came on. And of course, you know I thought about you then. Your favorite verse. I think that's good. Nope, I think it's going to have to go right there. And then I'm going to use a... oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that. So yeah, the Christ and Crafting is on the first Sunday of the month. It's still on the first Sunday of the month. But also the Journal on a Journey boho group is on that same Sunday. And now that one of those has passed, I can probably, I think I could swing it. The first month I wasn't sure, but in February I'm not going to be in town. But I think I'll be able to get back in there. I sure do enjoy that. Okay. So I feel like that looks pretty retro. What do you guys think? I mean, I feel like that butterfly actually looks like it's been embroidered, even though it's just a scanned picture. I like it. I feel like maybe there needs to be some words there, but I'm not going to worry about that right this second. Yeah. Many times you've had more faith in me than I've had in myself, Lisa. Oh, goodness. Charlie wants to say hello. Okay. Where is... there it is. Can I... doing stuff with this, like the window, like that is definitely going to be tricky. Like that's something I will need to take my time with. This shirt, this old vintage shirt print goes really well with the green though. This little bit of green here. So let's see. What should I do with this? I think I'm just going to kind of line the inside with it. I mean, you kind of have to we needed another animal like a hole in the head. Oh, I like that. I like that, Lisa. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I get so many good ideas from Lisa. I'm always so happy when you speak up because you have the best ideas. Maybe that should have been. Yeah, I wonder if I can still do it all in one piece since I tore it. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, little miss in there has she gets fed again in the afternoon, morning and afternoon, and I honestly meant to do it prior to coming live and I forgot, and I'm pretty sure that is what she's doing, is telling me. I was thinking maybe I could indent that enough. She's letting me know that she's hungry. I think it'll be close enough if I cut this out. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Because it's the same. That is the same with everything. Like, when you have friends that are saying, I want to try this, but I'm not sure I can do it. And you're like, you would be amazing. You can totally do that. You would be so good at that. But, they say to talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. So, and I think that you definitely get a little bit of a bird's eye view when you're watching. Okay. Y'all, I just got to do it. I am such a learner by doing person that okay, glue stick. Where are you? Okay, yep. I'm pretty sure I have another one here. Is it dried out? So yeah, I definitely learn by doing, or I mean watching others do. I can learn by that way too. But as far as like conceptually thinking it all the way through, nope, never gonna happen for me. Okay. Ooh, y'all, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, hey, looky there. Yeah, so we'll see. You got to do it once, just like with recipes, right? Do you guys do that? You cook a recipe, buy the recipe the first time, and then then you know how you need to change it to make it suit you. So, or immediately after this live, we are opening our January box in the club, and I'm excited. I'm excited to play with it. Hey, Christy! I usually use junk mail envelopes. Lisa is on here. She's the queen of that. But I usually use junk mail envelopes as like a page and a signature. I like the challenge of hiding the fact that it's junk mail, you know, like embracing it somewhat, but also, okay. If I'm not even 100% sure I understand your question. Sometimes I will just glue a page in the envelope, especially if the envelope is going to be like a pocket or something, and I know it's not really going to matter. But I don't know that I'm actually answering what you're asking. I do want to preserve the envelope, but a lot of times, if I can't get it to look the way I want, I'd rather it just not be there. That might be what happens here. Hey, Anne. How are you? I didn't get to finish watching you this morning. I was finishing up my work at my day job. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. This is tedious for me, too. And I'm generous enough to share that with you. Okay. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do here before I decide if I'm going to do something with that spat. If I had been thinking it through, I may have cut the collar and the placket of this shirt, the copy of this shirt, because that I might have to. I mean, I just put it in the copier in the printer and made a copy. I didn't. This is one that I didn't scan because I was trying to decide if it's worth the time to scan and do all of that. But now I'm like, oh man, I like the idea of a placket, the buttons. So let's see. What do I want to do with this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I may just have to make it into a tag. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out just because I wanted, but I'm not going to make you guys watch me figure it out. I'm not going to make you watch me figure it out. So does anybody else copy their linens or scan them in? Has anybody tried that? Curious about that. Because I am liking the way it looks. I have a pair of little boy overalls, and you know, an overall bib would be an adorable pocket, right? When I did it for the curtains first, and then as I'm using textiles for things, I'm like, okay, I don't have enough paper and I have more textiles than paper. And that's when I was like, oh, well, let me just take a copy of this textile and turn it into paper. Ooh, I bet that's cool, Anne. I like that idea. The last tote I made for my daughter, I loved how it turned out. And I did take a picture of it. I wonder if I bet I could use that for a background, because I did really like it. It's a little late now, but would have been cute would have been like some snaps in there. So, let's see. I've had this for a while. What am I waiting on, right? What am I waiting on? Do it, Michelle. Just do it. Just do it. There we go. It's done. It's done now. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes that's hard to do. I really like my this punch that's a square or like a oval thing like this. That's my fave. I don't have my bright Rick Rack. I'm gonna grab some Rick Rack. Some Rick Rack really quick. Here's some green. A seam binding. You guys, I had a candle burning. And this jar of rickrack was behind it, and it was kind of burning my hand, so I thought I'd probably ought to blow that out anyway. Oh Lord, so glad you guys are here with me today. Something about this era, you know, the 70s and these colors and stuff, I don't know, I feel like I can be pretty free with how I am doing things, you know. I have my sewing machine right there, and I am definitely enjoying sewing in this. What time is it? Oh, Charlie is starving to death, you guys. Here, now we'll have a little rickrack on the underside of that. I am going to staple that, and I'm going to have to staple that, and this one too. Another thing that I have that would be great with this era and this this journal is clip-on earrings. Do you guys have a lot of clip-on earrings? That's another thing I really like to snatch up. Feed the dog. Callie. I will as soon as we're done. I forgot to do it before I went live. If you were here, you'd have her fed, wouldn't you? I like this tag, I do, but I'm just not sure. I feel like it should have a little bit more purpose than what it does right now. I'll have to work on that. These ladies that I put in are not, they're not the same era. I don't suppose that really matters. I'm trying to find my other here. This think Mr. Allen just got home, so he will feed her. I think that looks like a good tab. And let me tell you, this dog is his dog. Hey, Tommy. Tommy. TA. Yeah. She hasn't been fed. He answered. That's what the guys on this ball team call him, is TA. That's what he answers to. Okay. So I still feel like this will be a good cluster. We'll make a belly band with a cluster. You guys, I'm sure can't hear her, but that was a really funny noise she just made. Okay. I think I'll do it up there just because this is a little bit, this page is a little bit shorter than the cover and the other pages. And there's like a little kind of pinkish purple flower. Do that like that. And then I'll cut out another one of these. So this whole line of things started with those scrappy paper dolls, and it's kind of led to this. Got 7 minutes. This is a little girl's dress. This is, so I like that these are little girls. Oh Lord, now Bugs is at it. So those of you that have little dogs, I haven't had a little dog since I was at home. Charlie is like Little Miss Pee Pee Pants, and I want to know, I don't think that she'll ever outgrow it, but I'm curious. If any of you small dog owners have found that to be the case, like, is she always going to piddle when I say her name or go to pick her up or sneeze or anything? I'm like, oh my gosh, dog, please. Mm. I might have a pink one of those. Some do and some don't. Well, I won the lottery on that one, I suppose. Because Charlie do. Thank you, Heidi. Oh, that's good, Callie. Okay, and that's good to, okay. I'm hoping, like, we are definitely finding our way with that. My husband was asking, and I was like, I don't think she's ever going to outgrow it. But I'm happy to hear that some of yours have. Look at that little tassel. I've got 3 minutes here, so I think I'm going to glue this little dab, crocheted lace. So I kind of want this to come back through here. Yeah. Is it going to help or not? Am I just being... so that hangs down that direction? 2 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how long this goes, but hang out in the Crafty bunch. Unless you're in the club, then come open the box with me. No. Hang out in the Crafty bunch, catch everybody, go back and watch any replays you missed. There. So that's the belly band. Okay. So we got this belly band and this pocket here and this that I don't know. I am not thrilled with. I'm going to have to do some work on that. Figure out what I'm going to do. But thank you guys so much for being here. Refresh your page and see who's next in the vintage Wednesday. Vintage Wednesday. Yeah. All right. I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye.